up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Helps my channel grow. I thank you guys for all the support so far. All you guys that have been subscribing and been tuning in. I appreciate it. On my road to 1,000 subscribers, so I can unlock, my super chats, unlock the rewards and little perks for you guys just for being a part of the community. Also, become a patron at my Patreon page at SymCast Podcast /Patreon.com. A lot of fun stuff over there for you guys. Shout outs, some custom Funkos, some custom figures. I'm working on some things for the website, so go ahead and check it out. My online shop is already available, so make sure you check it out. Some merch is already there. So yeah, like I said, come join the community. Also, follow me on my socials. I'm at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X now. I'm on Snapchat. I'm all over the place. So just make sure you follow me there. Also, hit the notification bell. So when I go live or post videos, you guys won't miss out. I post a lot of behind the scenes photos of the things I'm reviewing and a lot of information. So make sure you guys won't miss out. So for today's video, my Chef Talking Reviews, I will be reviewing My Adventures with Superman, episode 5, titled You Would Know a Man Can Lie. So if you guys is not caught up with this episode or with the season, spoilers ahead. So yeah, let's get into it. First off, we start the episode off pretty much in continuation with the last episode. Lois has kind of figured out that Clark may very well be Superman. They could be one and the same. She's still trying to figure out how can she find out who he is, or will he ever tell her? So she tried to, in the beginning, at the Daily Planet, it's like she was trying to ask him the question, but at the same time, like trying to see will he reveal himself. But as you see, it didn't work. But we start the episode off really though with Jimmy Olsen waking up to his alert, letting him know that I believe like the annual camping trip or the camping trip that that Lois and Clark and Jimmy that they go on together. Gave him alert, let him know that I guess today was the day. So he's ready to start his day. But at the same time, he sees that some kind of alert where his Flame Bird, his podcast or his streaming is being criticized. Some guy just saying that he's not telling the truth. He's putting on all of his videos, and going viral with that. So that's like the start of Jimmy's story, side story to the Lois and Clark. So yeah. So going back to them, to Lois and Clark, we see them still at the Daily Planet. Clark, he's letting Jimmy know, letting him know that he has feelings for Lois, that he's going to let her know. So at the same time, she's still trying to find out or trying to get him to say that he's Superman, based on the evidence that she, pieced together in the last episode. So at the same time, with the Dr. Ivo fallout, we find out that the tech is related. So they connect the dots and see that the tech has been used in a lot of heists and stuff like that. So, from the tech with Livewire and then with the Ivo tech, it's all connected. So they figured, in order to find out or to be there to investigate, they get a scanner, where a police scanner, where every time something happens with that tech, they'll know. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much like parallel to like in the comics or like in a lot of media, like Smallville, where when Clark took the job at the Daily Planet, he used that scanner as the blur when he was saving all of the people without letting the people know. So he kept trying to, he was doing it on the side where Tess was kind of thinking that he was doing something, and he kept listening to the scanner and going to save people. So shout out to when they do the little Easter eggs or just the little touch of the Superman mythos. I love it. So so we see that, and then I see it's like a running gag where Clark, every time he disappears, he's going to get a bagel. So while they listen to the scanner, something happens. He go gets a bagel while Lois is standing there. But then at the same time, he comes back. Something else happens. He runs out again for the cream cheese. So you know, she can't prove it. Like she said, she's like almost like 99% sure or 90% sure that he is, and she just got to need that 1% to you know to truly convince the journalist. But moving along, side story with Jimmy. We got introduced to the character Steve Lombard with Cat Grant. He's another journalist over there on the Daily Planet. I believe he covers sports. Um, you know, so he get called in for assignment. He figured Jimmy Olsen, top photographer or photographer right now. Let's go. Uh, take him on assignment with him. So they go on their assignment, and at the same time, they have a little conversation. We see that throughout this whole, pretty much throughout the episode, we see that Jimmy was trying to get a hold of these of Lois and Clark, but they so much wrapped up into their story where, you know, one is trying to save the world, one is trying to find out who Superman is. It's just connected. They two are off doing their own thing and like kind of pushing Jimmy to the side a little bit. So he's kind of talking with Steve about that. And at the same time, Steve he gives him the rundown about, hey, you may be the Steve of your group, like himself, pretty much the outsider, uh, part of the group, but not a part of the group type of thing. So, he's telling them about that. You see see a funny scene about that. So it was kind of cool. Then also, like I said, he gives them a rundown about, your friends are not there. They own to do other things. They're not even available for your camping trip. Can't even get you out of this assignment with me. The Steve is saying. So he's proving his point that yeah, you are the Steve of the group. But yeah, so then we figure out that Steve is actually that blogger that's been criticizing Jimmy Olsen slash Flamebird's podcast where he just basically questioning, saying that he's lying, that he's not telling the truth. So they figure out that they both are the same, the people that they've been reviewing each other. So we find out that he was only there just to help him with his social media, where he's attacking Jimmy's social media. So that was pretty funny. So then we see we got introduced to Task Force X. We saw a glimpse of them in the previous episodes. We saw Slade. We also saw Amanda Waller. And then Livewire was also introduced. So we see who these characters are, but then now we are introduced to this universe's Heat Wave, where usually the comics Heat Wave is a male, like portrayed on Legends of Tomorrow, where we have Rory playing Heat Wave, and also on the Flash. So now we have a female character that's playing Heat Wave, which is cool. Like I always say, I love the diversity of the media and how DC and a lot of shows and stuff, how they do that, where a lot of characters that was one race, they kind of change it a little bit or kind of keep it, like if they go with another version of something, they still put some diversity in there and, and give us like a fresh new take on these characters. Like Jimmy Olsen, he's usually a white male, but in this show, he's black, which is cool. I always say some people don't like the swapping of the race or genders and things like that. But as long as they still have the essence of that character and it don't take away from who that person is, and they still portray it, I'm all right with that. You just can't mess with with the standard like a Batman or like a Superman origin or any origin at that, or a character that's already that's who they are. That if you change it, you might as well have a different character or a different version of it, like Calvin Ellis Superman or something like that, where they're both still Superman, but this is Kal-El and this is Calvin Ellis, but still holds the title. So yeah, so we see the tech being used by Heatwave. So they, like I said, they connecting the dots to see that it's the same tech that's been all around, trying to see how they can stop it and to find the source. But it's like then we see that she's afraid of Superman because we see that Slade was the one out here, I guess, attacking people or taking people with powers and things or with this tech. Um, so she thought it was Superman when it wasn't. Then we see fight scenes with Slade or Deathstroke. We see them fighting. Um, so we got introduced with him. We see the full suit of Deathstroke. Then we see Amanda Waller talking with some general. Not sure which general that is. I was thinking General Lane, but you never know. But I know General Lane sometimes his ethics can be different, where he's on another side and not on the side of the superheroes all the time. Like we saw in Smallville, where Lois, that was the problem that she had with her dad, where he wanted to sign that bill where the heroes have to step forward and let people know who they are, where Clark was actually one of them, the main one, where he couldn't just do that because he just couldn't show who he is like that, or it would damage him from protecting people and saving the world. So maybe we'll see who that person is, but I see that Amanda and him pretty much kind of clashed. So maybe that's how she went off and went and did, which was the Suicide Squad. You know what I mean? So maybe that's how that happened. So you let me know in the comments what you guys think about that and how did you like this episode. So, but yeah, so we see that, and at the same time, like I said, the story with Lois and Clark, we just see Lois. She's running back and forth trying to catch Superman at every time he saves something by listening to the scanner. But then she catches him, handcuffs him, and try to stop him. But because he had to go help or go fight those criminals and kind of keep her out of harm's way, he broke the handcuffs, took her to the Daily Planet, and went back off to help save the day. So yeah. So like I said, that was almost pretty much the episode. We ended with Jimmy pretty much not going on the camping trip because of these guys, because Lois and Clark still wrapped up in themselves. And then we see the scene where Lois, where she basically is like fed up. Like, this is the only way I can get him to tell and to reveal that he is Superman. So she actually she actually falls off the roof and he has to save her as Clark. And big reveal, he's Superman. But she's upset because he lied to her, all that time, and then knowing that he is Superman and that they're supposed to be more than friends, and they have this special bond with each other that she felt that he could have told her. But we all know that eventually he does, but a lot of times in his younger years, he was doing a lot of trying to protect the people close to him because he didn't want them to be used as pawns, by the villains or by any criminal that can, put harm or try to put harm on him and put it off on his family. So, we started on Smallville a lot. That's pretty much why him and Lana, where they relationship was damaged because of that lying fact. Hence, you will believe a man can lie, So, but we all know that that Superman could never just really tell his whole all his secrets and tell everything, because he do need that identity or that other that alter ego in order to help save and protect everybody. So that was cool. Like I said, they always throwing nods to the rest of the Superman mythos and adding things in. So I'm pretty much enjoying this show. I'm loving it. You know, we only on season 5. I believe season or no, episode 5. I believe the next episode will return like in August, I think. You know, so kind of push back a little bit. So just make sure you stay locked into my channel. I will be giving you updates. Up until then, you know, like little clips here and there. So just make sure you stay tuned in. But yeah, but so that pretty much wraps up that episode. So going into the next one, I'm ready for that. Don't know how many episodes we have in this season, but I may go live for the season finale. You know, give you guys a chance to come join the conversation, give your thoughts, and you know, watch the show together. So just stay on the lookout for that. Also, my trailer review for episode 6 will be out shortly after this video will be posted. So if you're watching it, you're watching it on playback. So my trailer review for the next episode will be out like right after. So yeah, so stay looking out for that. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate it. So until next time, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Peace.